Hey guys, welcome back to New York Sports MC. Today we're going to go through a scenario where Joe Douglas is on the clock to make his first pick as the New York Jets general manager at pick number 11, and all four of the top offensive tackles are off the board. So who does he go pick in this scenario? Well, of course he's going to go wide receiver. It's a great wide receiver class. We need the help there as well. So let's look at the top two options in Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb and assume that they are both there for him at 11. Who should he make the number one wide receiver selected in the 2020 draft? Well, I'm going to start out by saying that there's really no going wrong here. I think they're both excellent players that are going to be solid number one wide receivers in the league. But let's jump into it with Jerry Jeudy, who's 6'1", 192 pounds, good size for a receiver. This past year, he had 77 catches, 1,163 yards, and 10 touchdowns. So as I was watching film and reading scouting reports and doing as much research as I can on Jerry Jeudy, it's really hard to find anything bad about him. People were saying that he came into the year as this perfect prospect, was going to be the number one wide receiver taking without a doubt, great route runner, good speed after the catch, good ability after the catch to make people miss. But one semi-red flag has come up throughout the course of this year, and that's whether you want to call it maybe his lack of focus. Some people say maybe it's a little bit of alligator arms when he comes across the middle, but he has had a few drops this past season. So, granted, everybody is going to drop passes from time to time. So when you look at his overall game, he's still a top-notch receiver and still could very well be the number one receiver taking off the board this year. I don't think the drops are going to be something that really lowers him on people's boards, but definitely makes it to where it's a debate here with CeeDee Lamb for the number one pick taken. So let's go over to CeeDee Lamb real quick, and then we're going to come back. CeeDee Lamb, 6'2", 191 pounds. So really these guys are almost identical body sizes. CeeDee Lamb has Jerry Jeudy by 1 inch, and they're pretty much the same weight. CeeDee Lamb had 62 catches for 1,327 yards and 14 touchdowns. So Lamb had less catches, more yards, and more touchdowns than Jerry Jeudy. So now we go through CeeDee Lamb, very similar to Jerry Jeudy. Very hard to find anything that you really want to nitpick when it comes to CeeDee Lamb. He's also a very good route runner. He may not have that top end speed, but he's definitely got enough to get by. And my biggest takeaway from watching CeeDee Lamb is his ability after the catch and his vision or feel for the game. So first off, a lot of people are comparing CeeDee Lamb to DeAndre Hopkins of the Houston Texans, and whenever you're being compared to DeAndre Hopkins, who I believe definitely one of the most talented receivers in the league right now, absolutely top 5. You can make an argument that he's top 3, maybe even top 1 with ability. So as I was watching some of the film on CeeDee Lamb, it was just amazing how he would catch a pass and be able to feel the defenders around him. There's on several occasions the defender will be behind him diagonally, coming on angle pursuit to him, and he will stop dead in his tracks, take that little jump step back and slide to the side, and that guy goes flying right by him. So what's more important than top end speed? Yes, it's always great if you can have a Tyreek Hill, Robbie Anderson, these guys that can just blow the door off the defense and run right past them, right? But what's more important is that quickness and that change of speed. And that was what left me most impressed about CeeDee Lamb, is his ability to stop on a dime, backtrack, slide, and then get right back up the field. That is something that will make him just be on that next level when it comes to ranking receivers that are either coming out in the draft or as he starts to grow and develop in the league, when he starts to rank up with these guys. Also, he makes contested catches. He made that one absolutely insane catch that he came down a little bit out of bounds. But if you guys haven't seen it, check his highlights. He's jumping up and he's contorting, catches it back of his hand, was just unbelievable catch. So when I look at these two, and we can go into more and more about them, but there's, like I said, they're just both great receivers with such little to really nitpick between the two of them. I'm going CeeDee Lamb. I think they're both going to have the ability to be pure number one wide receivers, similar to what we saw when Julio Jones and AJ Green came out. I just feel like CeeDee Lamb has that little bit extra with that ability to change direction and make the spectacular catch, to where I can see CeeDee Lamb being an all-pro. And the more and more I was watching film on him and reading about him, I'm almost like, how do we not pick him if he's available at 11, even if one of the tackles are there? Like, that's how impressed I was coming away with CeeDee Lamb as I did deeper research. Quick twitch, being able to move, change directions, pick speed back up is rare. That is something that you cannot teach somebody. That is just instincts, and that feel for that defender, like I said, that's coming from that back diagonal corner. You can't see that person. That is feel, that is just instincts. So if I'm the Jets, I'm strongly considering CeeDee Lamb at number 11, even if there is a tackle there. If the 4 tackles are gone, I think it's a no-brainer to pick CeeDee Lamb at number 11. So let me know what you guys think. If we do go wide receiver number 1, who do we go with? Is it Jerry Jeudy? Is it CeeDee Lamb? And why would you want one over the other? I'm going to do a video as well on ranking the 4 offensive tackles to pretty much say if they were all available, who would I pick and which order would I like them in as well. But I wanted to get this one up here today as I was just blown away by the more and more I looked into both of these guys. Like I said, I wouldn't be upset with either, but CeeDee Lamb's my pick. And as always, Jet up.